What's up, everybody? I am Tashima Chanel, and this is Pretty Outspoken. This podcast is where we talk about the things that need to be talked about and say the things that need to be said.
Were you thinking it? Well, you said it.
And today's episode is about the signs that men give you when they want you to leave them alone and you not picking up on the hints. Let me find out you hard to get rid of. Let's talk about it. Now, this is for when he not going to tell you straight up, I don't want to be with you. But he will start acting a certain way and leave clues because he's not man enough to tell you straight up. And he don't want to look like the bad guy. So he got to do certain things to get you to make the move that he wouldn't make or he can't make on his own. So what are some of the signs? The first telltale sign is when he start acting funny. Now, that could look like a lot of different things. It depends on your man. And you know your man. It's like if he stops doing things you like including you, he stops taking you on dates. If he stops cooking for you or stops buying you things. When he start acting funny and doing things outside his normal activities. When he deviates from his regular behavior. Sometimes it starts off small with like unanswered calls or taking too long to respond to your text. Then it evolves into like excluding you from events, whether it's family events or date nights, any type of function he gets invited to and you are usually his plus one. Then he starts like, oh, I'm about to head out, and he goes out without you, things like that. He'll start to deviate from the things he did to reel you in the first place. He just started being nitpicky about certain things. He started, talking about appearances and attitudes. It was always negative. It was never constructive. It was always criticism. Another sign is when he start talking to you crazy. Like the disrespect start being subtle. One thing I noticed about somebody I used to deal with, when he started getting uninterested, he would call black women bitches. Like he would call them that. He would refer to them as that. Like, oh, this bitch, this. He don't talk like that normally. But and I'm black. So I feel like it was like a passive aggressive way of saying how he thought of me for real, because it was really like black bitches. Like he just had always said that, always. It started to get to the point where I was like, oh, you don't gotta do all that, But yeah, they'll start talking to you crazy or getting disrespectful. They start to get annoyed. They'll brush you off. They'll ignore you when you talk. If you're trying to have a conversation with them, they will ignore you when you talk. Body language. You got to start paying attention to body language. You just could tell when somebody don't want to deal with you no more. But instead of them telling you, hey, I don't want to do this, like, they'll just start acting funny. But you'll notice it because it's stuff he would do, stuff that he was willing to do, stuff that he wanted to do. Now he got his nose turned up to it. Another sign is that he always, I repeat, always has an excuse. And now it might sound like a good excuse. And the excuses get better over time. So it might start off with, oh, I had to work late. Then it's, oh, I had to work overnight. Then it's, oh, I had to work out of town. Then it's, it's something that you can't prove or disprove. The excuses start to become more frequent. If you all of a sudden don't feel good and need to go to urgent care and you can't go with him, you can't meet him there to make sure he's straight, for him to have somebody to sit with while he get checked out. If he gets a new job out of town for 6 months, if he get arrested on a Friday nighttime after the club and he can't get in front of a judge until Monday, more than likely that's an excuse. If he like, oh, I gotta watch my kid, my baby mother working overnight, I gotta go watch my kid. Those are excuses that sound good, but they probably are lies. When you start doing stuff like that, just know he really wants you to stop dealing with him. And you're not picking up on the hint. Okay, so now they start acting out of character, doing different things. They stop wanting to be around you, and then they start making excuses. Okay? I had a man say to me, oh, we don't have to hang out all the time. Get your own friends. Okay, cool. Say less. Got my own friends, and it was, oh, you hang out with your friends too much. Well, which one you want it to be? You can't be with a man that don't really know what he want from you. So when he start acting funny, he wants you to leave him alone. And then when you leave him alone, he don't want you to leave him alone. He wanted to be his choice to leave you alone. This is really a game to them. It's a game to them until they find the one they want to play with. Until they find the one they want to settle down with. This is a game to them. That's why you gotta play the game with them. They're gonna play with your emotions. They're gonna take you through the ringer. Okay? They are going to turn you every which way but loose. You're gonna have to free yourself. Save yourself. But if a man start acting funny with me, I'm gonna act funny back. I don't care if I loved you to the moon and back. One thing you're not gonna do is play with me. I don't like that. If we playing games, we both playing. So you stop calling me, I stop calling you. You stop answering my texts, I stop answering your texts. If you good, I'm good. I'm not gonna keep playing a game with you when you acting funny. If you somebody want a chance with. And I feel like men lose sight of that. Your girl's still that girl to somebody else. Your girl's still that girl to somebody else. And a lot of times, men get it twisted and think because she been out the game for so long that she don't got it no more. When there's probably men waiting for a chance with her. That's another topic for another day. So the signs we covered so far is a man will start acting funny. He'll start coming out of character, not doing the stuff he used to do, or doing stuff that he never did before. Then he'll start making excuses. Then they start getting nitpicky. Sometimes it's with your appearance, sometimes it's with what you're eating, sometimes it's just how you talk. Like they get an annoyance with you. And then they start to find problems where there weren't any problems before. And then after all of that, what are you supposed to do with that information? Now, for me, like I said, I will mirror you. You stop answering my phone calls, I stop calling. You don't text me back, you won't hear from me. If I'm asking you to take me somewhere and you don't, I'm going to stop asking. I'm going to start going by myself. I'm going to start hanging out with people who want to be around me. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not going to let you play with me. You want to be outside? We twins. What's poppin', twins? Now, I'm not necessarily saying I'll be messing with somebody else, but I'm definitely not going to let you think I'm in the house pining over you. Nah, I'm going to be out. I'm going to be with my friends. I could be by myself. I enjoy my own company. I don't think a lot of men understand that. I'm not going to try to convince you to be with me or to act right. Try to have a conversation. Oh, absolutely. You can have a conversation like, yo, I noticed you acting a little funny. We don't do the stuff we used to do. We don't hang like we used to. We don't talk like we used to. Like, what's good? And if that man lied to your face, he don't like you like that. He wants you to leave him alone. It doesn't take a genius to figure that out. Like, they're not interested. Just take the hint. And sometimes as women, we want an explanation for the behavior. We want to know why you're doing something, when an explanation isn't always necessary. If he acting funny, move accordingly. Any type of change in a man's behavior from how he used to be with you to how he is currently, more than likely means he found somebody else or he's entertaining someone else. And you could just take the hint. Hopefully they're not entertaining other men. To sum it up, if a man start acting funny with you, that's the hint. He's not going to say it. He wants you to catch it. Catch the hint. The hint is his changed behavior for the worst. You would know if somebody want to be with you because they would act like they want to be with you. It's that simple. I think they rather you make the choice than them having to say, I don't want to be with you. So they start acting funny with you so that it'll be you that makes the choice. They basically do not want to look like the bad guy. They don't want to look like the villain. They don't want to look like the person who was wrong. They don't want to look like that. So if you decide you don't want to deal with them, that's on you, you know? They'll try to make it seem like you're the problem because you didn't do what they wanted you to do. So that's why they're acting the way they're acting. That is a manipulation tactic. They are trying to get you to act a certain way, conform, accept bad behavior instead of you acknowledging this is a behavior you don't like and giving them time to fix it. No, they'll rather switch it on you and tell you, oh, well, it's because you do X, Y, and Z. That's why I'm doing this. It's all manipulation. And I think this is where the delusion comes in. You have to ignore the behavior that they're displaying in order for it to work. You ignore it. That's when you start lying to yourself. Oh, nah, maybe he really was busy. Or nah, you start making excuses for him. Now he don't got to make no excuses because you want to deal with him that bad. Him acting funny don't matter. Him coming back and forth don't matter. Men know how to treat women. Let's start there. Men know how to treat women. Men know how to act right. If they're not acting right with you, they're acting right with somebody else. If a man start acting funny with you, stop asking questions about why. Act accordingly. They acting funny on purpose. That's what they want to do. And it's not your job to try to change their behavior. Your job is to recognize what's going on and move accordingly. Move out the way. Obviously, he wants somebody else in that spot. Let them have the spot. Because if that man wanted you in the spot, you will be there. It's just that simple. And we as women like to overcomplicate it. Like, oh no, maybe I should be doing this and maybe I should be doing that. I've been there before. And then I'm like, no. Because if he wanted you in the position, he would give you the position. You don't have to do anything to get it. Because he wants you there. He'll just place you there. And some men act funny because they can't tell you, I don't want to deal with you no more. They rather make you look like the villain. And that's okay too. Accept it. Sometimes the villains have the best origin story anyway. It is what it is. At the end of the day, when a man start acting funny, act funnier. If a man start acting like he don't want to talk to you, act like you don't even notice. Who is this again? Oh, my bad. Move with confidence that you are her all the time. And if he don't want to be with you, there's a man that does. Remember, women are made from a man's rib. So your man is out there. Okay? He's out there. And that's all I got to say on the matter. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. Until we meet again, bye.